Hey everyone, welcome to Evil Noodle Gaming. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2, Planes and Trains. This is a series where we're trying to find out what's better at transporting cargo and passengers. So we've created a little scenario, and if you have only just joined this series, you're only a few episodes behind, so very easy to catch up. And just to break it down real quickly, very quickly, we've got a nice long map. And we have two sides. We've got the planes on one side, and we've got the city, the trains on the other side. And basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to see whether it's quicker and more efficient to transport passengers via plane to the cities and the cargo to the cities, or whether it's going to be more efficient to transport the goods and the cargo and the passengers by train instead. So it's a pretty simple scenario here. It's all very scientific. I know I'm ferociously clever at this type of stuff, but in this episode we've got quite a bit of work to do. Last episode we concentrated on the main city in the middle, the main two cities, and trying to transport everyone by the planes and the trains to see which one's going to be more beneficial. We created 4 airports around the city and a loop in the middle for trains, and a very long back and forth loop from north of the city, King's Lynn, to south of Leeds. And the trains are, well, one person, so they're going well. But I tell you what, actually, thinking about it, let's click on this one. No, that's got 2. That's not a good example. You've let me down there. Whoa, there's a plane there. 12 people. And I actually see one a minute ago that had 17 people on. And that's doing King's Lynn to Leeds, north and south. So, pretty busy. Massive amount of people. Extremely unfinancially doable, I guess. I mean, whoever would design this in real life would be bankrupt pretty quickly, but it's pretty cool seeing all the planes going around trying to land and getting in each other's way. But anyway, let's focus on today's episode, and we've got quite a bit to do. We've done the food to the north of the map at the cities, but we've got quite a bit to concentrate on this one. We need to get goods to Brentwood, and we need to get goods to Wells as well. And one thing I've noticed, we haven't added in a north to south train line, so we need to do that. We need to do that at some point, because we do have a north to south plane line on the city on the left. Now with this episode, we got a lot to factor in here. We need to bring goods, we need to bring goods down to the bottom. And in order to do that, we first need to, so here's the goods up here, but we're going to need plastics, and we're going to need steel. So the plastics, we're going to need the iron ore and the coal down to the steel mill here and here, and then all the way back up to the goods factory. But we also need to bring in plastic as well. So we're going to need the oil, we're going to need to go to the chemical plant, and then to here, and then all the way back down to the cities. And that's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of time. So there may be a little bit of editing in this video, but nevertheless, we're going to get stuck in, and we're going to get started on trying to transport these items. And I'm thinking it's probably best that we start with the oil, because that's nice and simple to do to get to the plastics. There's going to be a little bit of a crossover. We got planes on the left, trains on the right, but the way that I've done these, I've done it wrong when editing. So we're going to have a train go from the right hand side to grab the iron ore and then come back again. But nothing too serious, and actually it's probably a good little twist. Nice little devious twist on this plot that we're, we're trying to work out here. So let's get started. Enough of that talking. Let's get started and let's start transporting some oil to the chemical plants. And we're going to start straight away with a nice big airport. We're going to need a cargo airport for this. And let's go with 3 terminals. And very simply, we're just going to whack this into there. And we're going to need one. Let me pause the game for a second. We're going to need one over here as well at the chemical plant. The airports are nice and simple. It's the laying the tracks down for the planes. That's the worst. The trains. That's the most time-consuming factor. Okay, so gonna need an airport over here as well. And I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I would like to have I'd love one of these. So we have 2 runways coming in. That would look pretty impressive. And I'm not gonna do it. Only joking. No, we're not gonna do it. Because I don't know if it would make it fair on the trains. So we won't do it. We won't do it. Okay, so we've got the airport set up on that side. We are going to need a airport down here. So we might as well pop this in. And we're going to go there. So that one's on the lower. So let's put this airport up here on the upper one. And that's going to go in... Oh, we can't do it. The train line's in the way. How far... Oh, we just can. There we go. Perfect. It was getting caught by the train track there. So that's fine. That is totally good. Let's have a look at this then. We've got the airport set up for that over there. We're also going to need to set up the train stations. So we can come in. We can do that. And let's go with the cargo terminus. Because we go from here to here, over to there. Let's go high speed. We're going to go with 2 tracks. I'm going to make it long. We're going to have a nice long platform here. Perfect. So in that goes. We're also going to need one in this location. This is a perfect location. Actually, this would be better. If we bung a road in like this, we can't go there. So let's go down like that. And then add in train station, something a little bit like that instead. I'm going to go a little bit further upwards. Because I'm thinking we're probably going to need to... I don't know, maybe do a bit of a bridge. I'm not too sure yet. Wow, that's a hunkered down cargo platform there. We have to do a bit of smoothing out as well. Seagulls. Okay, so we're going to need a final terminus point up here. Let's have a look. Let's keep with this train station style. And we will pop that into just there. Alright, super. I'm going to need to add in the train lines, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so here's what we got so far. I've created the plane line that goes from the oil to the plastics to the goods. And I've also done the train line that does the exact same thing from the oil. Quite a bit underground here, in order to make it work. So we go for the train, we go from here, follow up to the chemical plant. From the chemical plant we go through to the goods factory, and then on the way back we will use a different train track, and it will go all the way down here, eventually with the goods themselves, all the way across, all the way down, and then through into Brentwood. And it was pretty interesting trying to create it's pretty interesting trying to create this. I could have gone through the mountain, I guess, but I didn't want to do that. I thought we'd go mad. Oh, it's quite nice in the trees, isn't it? Sounds a bit rough though, to be honest. So I think that looks pretty cool. What do you reckon? Maybe not. It's pretty unique. Definitely pretty interesting, that one, isn't it? Very interesting indeed. So that's what the train does. The train has got all of that covered. We still got to get the steel mill supplies all sorted out so we can eventually bring down the goods. But so far, so good. So we've got the oil all linked in. Just need to add the trains and the planes. All right, so here's what we've gone with. We've got the oil containers on the back of the train. We've got 6 of them, and we've got like the cargo containers on the rear of the train as well. So the oil ones can obviously pick up the oil. And surprise, surprise. And the storage ones, like the box carts, containers on the back. Where is it? It's down here. They can take the plastics and the goods. So that's all of those bases covered there. We've only got one train so far. We'll stick with that. I just need to go with the planes. And with the planes, it's going to be the 747s still. We're going to continue using those ones. And let's go with the Martin Air Cargo. Yeah, let's do that. I'll tell you what. We better go to... let's go 3. We'll go 3. And I will add in another couple of trains as well. Just to even the scoreboard out. So they're going to be set to the oil, chemical plant, goods. And then all the way back to the city. Man, that's a long flight. They're going from here to the goods factory, and then all the way back down over to there. I'm going to buy some more trains, and then we need to start to have a look at picking up the iron ore and the coal as well, and bringing that down to the steel mills, and then oh my days, all the way back up to where the goods factories are. I best we get started, really. So it's taken a little bit of time, but we're there. We've finally created the rest of the lines needed for the final products, so we can get the goods in. So just to break it all down again, pretty much we've got the what we got here. We've got the iron ore coming down from over this side. It comes all the way down. It goes to the steel mill. Same thing with the coal as well, down to here, and obviously for the planes as well. And we've also got a line set up from the oil to the chemical plant through to the goods, and then from the goods factories all the way back down again to the cities. And that's a lot of transportation. That's a lot. That's going to take some time to do that, especially by train. But then again, train's pretty quick, so who knows? As regards to the goods, let's have a little itsy bitsy look here. So, goods are going to be situated at the top part of Brentwood, and the same with Wells. They're going to be situated within the top section of Wells. The only difference is with this city, I'm going to have the cargo planes go to here, and this one as well, just to cover all of the goods within this city. I still love the way that this looks. That's really, really cool still, doesn't it? There's a massive update coming out soon that I was reading up when recording this, just before we started recording. Yeah, the train line goes through the mountain as well, which I think is pretty cool. We have to check that out on one of the episodes. Oh, especially coming down here. Crikey, that look good one up. Yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, I'm going to add the trains in and the planes. And once I do that, we'll be right back. And here we are. Here's what we have created. We've added in all the trains, all the planes, all of the routes have been done, and I'm loving it. It's all completed now. We've just released all the trains. They're coming out the depots. They're starting to do their thing. Things are going to take shape. Now, this actual part is, compared to the previous part before the cut, it's filmed a couple of days later. I do apologise that this episode is taken. Don't that look good? See the two planes in the distance there? That looks really smart. I do apologise that this episode has taken such a long time to get out. Trying to do YouTube whilst working 6 days a week, 12 to 15 hours a day. And my kids and family. It's not easy. It is not easy. I've got one eye open at the moment. I'm struggling here, but it's all added in. And my days, that looks really, really cool, actually. I'm absolutely loving that. Absolutely loving it. So let's come out of this just for a brief second. And we have a few errors. So, okay, so we haven't done it correctly fully. Let's have a look here then. Train 18, waiting for free path. Where is that? That's over here. So that's hang on a second here. What have we got? Well, no, that should be right. That train can come over to here. So why is that having to... Oh dear. I see now where we've gone wrong. That's a big issue. That's a big issue. One thing we could do to quickly correct that is get rid of... how do we do this? I just need to get rid of that tiny little bit there. And if we add in the changing of the track, say about here instead, that should do it. And I could pop the signal to this location. And we can get rid of that one there. And if we pop in a signal, if we put the signal over this side, that should, in theory, work. Let's unpause the game. Oh, it has. So that's going to go to there. That's got a green light. Yes, it has gone back to red. This train's now going. That's got a green light. Oh my days, it's all working correctly and everyone's having a lovely time. Oh dear, dear. Right, we're there. We are there. Sorry about that. I probably should have quickly tested that it was working okay to begin with. So we've done everything basically. We've got the ore coming down to these places over here. We've got the coal coming down to these places over here via plane and train. And we then ship the steel that's made from the ore and the coal all the way up. Comes all the way up to here. Drops off the steel. The plastics are being done planes on this side. Picks up the oil to the chemical plant, to the goods factory. Same with the trains on this side. And then it brings it all the way down. And eventually drops it off to Brentwood, that takes goods, and Wells, that also takes the goods. And it looks pretty complicated, if truth be told. It does look pretty complicated. Quite a lot of bits and pieces going through. This line over here goes to the ore. This line that cuts through the mountain grabs the coal, and we have this big track here. So we've got two trains going into Brentwood, and we've got two that come down from the steel mill. They also follow the same track. Basically, one goes one way, and then on the way back it comes down this lane, and then the steel to the plastics to the goods factory, that goes up this one and then comes back down this one here and they all do their thing. They should work pretty fine. Goes underneath the ground, and over here we've got where the trains split. So the trains go underneath the ground over here. Bit of a loopy system there, bit of a spaghetti junction, but they all end up to the correct places. Drops off the plastics, picks up the plastics. Yeah, this one down here. How does that work? Yeah, it comes down here, does a loop round into the station, comes back out, goes to the chemical plant, into there, and then on the way back, it comes down here, changes. How does that go on the way back? No, it comes straight back down. Does it? How have we done? I don't even know how I've done this. I can't remember how I've done this. That comes in that way, and then it goes back up, and then it comes back down. So where is that going to? Oh, that is right. Yeah, that is right. And it comes all the way back down into, yeah, here. So what these two outer lines are doing, these two, basically they're coming from Brentwood, and on the way they collect the oil, then they collect the plastics, then they go to the chemical plant, then they come over to here, and then they come all the way back to drop the boxes to the city. That's right. It's so complicated. It really, really is. The planes are pretty simple. They're flying about. They're doing their thing. They're having a time of their lives. Hopefully that makes all the sense, loads of sense there. Hopefully we've got that looking okay. Still got to add in the train station for Brentwood, but I think the idea now is we've basically completed it. Oh, look at this. Going through the tunnel. Look. Oh, that looked fantastic. That looks really, really cool there. Hello, my friend. Choo choo. We've basically done what we've set out to do. Loads of... Wow. Really, really good. These places, yeah, starting to build. Production's building away there. Transportation. Yeah, oh, that's right. Here we go. They're dropping stuff off. They're dropping off. We've got both. What have you got? You've got the coal as well. We should have ore coming into here. What's that person got? Here we go. Here's the ore. So that's coming into here as well. That's going to be dropping off the products. Yeah, one for... This is the ore platform. That's the coal. So we've got loads of coal coming in. We've only just released the planes, so they're going to take a little bit of time. Look at the delays on that. Probably should have added the double runway in. Look at the delays. Oh my days, that looks so good. That really, really looks good. That's fantastic. Just destroyed that plane there by wiping out of its wing there. So everything's working. I think the idea now is I'm going to end this episode here. We're in a finished state. I'm going to let the game run for a considerable amount of time. And in the next episodes, we will come back. We will see how everyone's getting on, see how many passengers we're having transported around the cities. We'll see how the goods are getting on, and you know, we're going to work it all out to see whether this was a complete waste of time or we will have a conclusive conclusion, whether it's easier and better financially, time-wise, to use planes or trains. But I think so far, I wouldn't like to say. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you reckon it's going to be planes that are winning or trains that are winning overall? You know, quickness, costs, and stuff like that. I'd love to know what your thoughts and opinions are. And then in the next episode, we will go through all the statistics. We'll add in a few more bits and pieces that are needed, like the train station, and really wrap this episode up. That is ridiculous. I probably should have added another runway. I probably should have done. See, that's waiting for this plane here. Yeah, it is. Loads of production coming in now. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. We're currently transporting 2,460 passengers. So pretty good, actually. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we will finish. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments down below, just to see whether you've got to this point. Your favourite random word. Keep it clean. Just pop it in the comments. I'll give it a love heart. Your favourite random word, like petrol pump, banana. I don't know. Flip flop, flip flops. I don't know. Let us know in the comments down below. Keep it clean, and we give it a love heart. At least I got a bit of an idea if you're getting to this point in the video. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna wrap it up now. In the next episode, as I said, we will check things out. That's the wrong way. See who's winning, and just have a bit of a relaxed episode. This is where we're going to end it. So, thank you, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more lovely content if you haven't done so already. We're trying to get to that 1,000. We're over 8 years into YouTube now. Still trying to get to that 1,000. So, help us out. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, only if you like the content. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. Till then. Wow, that looks... What has happened? That looks so weird. You take care. I'll see you later. Goodbye.